Good YouTube, Quinn Wade. Coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how the Memphis Grizzlies got beat by the Dallas Mavericks by 8, 120 to 112. Memphis wins the season series, though, 3-1 since they won the first three games before they lost this one to the Mavericks. Memphis find themselves now at 23 and 42 and 12 and 20 at home. The Mavericks go to 22 and 44 and 8 and 25 on the road. Dallas 34 to 22 in the first quarter. They lost the second quarter 32 to 31, the third quarter 30 to 21, and then the fourth quarter 34 to 28. Daniel Gafford was the man for him a lot of the times in this game. Kept finishing around the rim, got some alley-oops and got some good finishers. He did a good job of playing his role to perfection almost. And this one, 27 minutes, 22 points. He went 9 of 12 from the field, 4 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 14 boards, so a double-double. He also had 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and a block, 6 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +6 and plus-minus. PJ Washington, 28 minutes, 12 points. He went 5 of 12 from the field, 0 of 3 from three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He also had 10 boards. He had 1 assist, 1 turnover, and a block, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus-minus. He's a really good player. You just wish some of those threes would have went down, but the way that the game was going for him, they was able to get the lead and was able to keep it for a lot of the game, so they didn't really need him to have a crazy game tonight. Even Najee Marshall, who has been one of their better scorers, he had 5. He was the only starter in the starting lineup to not score in double figures. He went 2 of 7 from the field. He missed all of his threes. He also went 0 of 3 from the three-point line and 1 of 2 from the free throw line like Cooper Flag. But he did have 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 6 turnovers in the steal. And a personal foul and was a -1 and plus-minus. I can't really get the shots I want. Even when I did, I was able to make a couple, but I also missed a couple. So I'm just going to see what my teammates can do, and that's the type of night that Najee Marshall had. Cooper Flag, on the other hand, played 33 minutes. He had 13 points. He kept trying to score as close to the basket as he could and take jump shots. He airballed and stuff like that. He didn't really have a touch. He just didn't have the positions. He didn't get the shots off clean enough the way he would want to, and he didn't shoot that great for that reason. But he also went 1 or 2 from the free throw line. He did have 6 rebounds. He did have 7 assists, which ended up being the most on the team. He also had 1 turnover and a block, 5 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +11 and plus-minus. Max Christie, 25 minutes, 13 points. He went 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3. 5 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block, and a personal foul, and a +8 and plus-minus. Too many turnovers, and he did launch some good shots. He took looks that he felt like he can make, and that's all you can really do out there. But the turnovers probably was his worst worst part of his night. And then Chris Middleton had it going from the mid-range. He had it going from 3. He had the tough shots falling. He was able to get to the free throw line without even trying. And this one, he just looked like he was about 30 in this game instead of the age that he is right now. And some nights players can have that. Any given night, somebody can step up and have a big one. And tonight it was Chris Middleton. 10 to 17 from the field, 8 to 10 from 3, 7 to 7 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, and 2 steals. His rebounds all was offensive. He had no personal, was a +21 and plus-minus. Dwight Powell played 2 minutes. He had an assist and a personal foul and was a -6 and plus-minus. Caleb Martin, 15 minutes, 2 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field, missed his only 3. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and a block. 1 offensive board, no personal foul, and a -1 and plus-minus. Marvin Bagley, 19 minutes, 6 points. 3 of 5 from the field. He missed his only 3. He had 9 boards. That was the most off the bench. He also had 2 blocks, 3 offensive boards, 3 personal fouls, and +6 and plus-minus. It was just good that he kept attacking the basket since he missed his only 3. He had some size, he had some athleticism and that length, and all of that worked when he was trying to score, and then it also worked on the defensive end a little bit. And then Brandon Williams played 28 minutes. He had 12 points. He went 4 of 8 from the field, or 3 from the three-point line, and he also went 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He's just a good scorer. He knows how to attack. He knows how to shoot. and those things works out for him most of the time, and it kind of worked out for him today. Besides from the 3 point line, he did have 8 boards. That's a lot for a guard. He also had 5 assists. He can run your offense when he has the ball in his hands, sometimes two. And then he also made plays on the defensive end with 2 steals and 2 blocks, which is good. Nobody had more than 2 blocks besides Marvin Bagley, him, on this team tonight. And then he also had 2 offensive boards and 3 personal fouls. Was a -5 and plus minus. Ryan Nimhard, 13 minutes. He ended up missing his only shot, but he did get 5 assists, and that's something that he's really good at: pushing the pace, finding guys for the shots that they like or you see that they can get. And reading that is always tough sometimes, but not really for him. 2 rebounds, 1 steal, no personal fouls, a +5 and plus minus. AJ Johnson, 2 minutes, and then he was a -6 and plus minus. And then you look at the Memphis Grizzlies. They ended up playing a short rotation because all the injuries that their players have. Prosper, he scored, but didn't do it as efficient as you would like. He scored mainly from the paint, but he did shoot 8 threes and only made one of them. And then he finished 4 of 13 from the field, 0 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 8 rebounds. That ended up being the most in the starting lineup. He had 2 assists, 1 turnover, and 3 steals. The 3 steals was the most on the team. He had 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a -16 and plus minus. GG Jackson, 31 minutes, 20 points, 8 of 15 from the field, 1 of 6 from three, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Just really good scoring from him, good patience, good shot selection. It sucks that he missed 5 threes, but he was still able to score near the basket real well. He did have 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, and a block, 2 offensive boards, 1 personal foul. It was a +3 and plus minus. And then Jalen Wells, you never know how he's going to shoot the ball, but he didn't shoot it bad in this one. 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 of 7 from three, 7 of 15 from the field, just doing better at countering what the defense is trying to do, especially if he's at the 3 point line or he's trying to show that he can score in other areas now. You got to work on something, so might as well try to be as complete as you can on the offensive end since you're already good at making threes and wide open jumpers sometimes. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. He's out there for his defense too. And he's going to try to make it as difficult as he can. And he did have 3 personal fouls, and the 1 offensive rebound was a -19 and plus minus. Javon Small played 28 minutes. He had 19 points. He went 6 of 12 from the field, 3 of 6 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He can score, by whether that's driving or hitting a three. Did both of those real well, and that's how he also got to the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds and 9 assists. The 9 assists ended up being the most on the team. And he also had 3 turnovers and a steal, 3 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. Just good defense and just good understanding of where his teammates are at and how to find them, and also knowing when to score too. And Rupert, 38 minutes. He ended up playing the most minutes on the team, and he also had 13 points, and he went 5 of 11 and 1 of 4 from three and 2 of 2 from the free throw line to get him. So he's an inside-outside type of guy. The outside wasn't working as well, but he still was able to put up a good amount of points and also have 7 boards, a steal, 2 assists, and a turnover. He also had 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and was a -19 and plus minus. Tyler played 29 minutes and had 3 points. The problem was he went 1 of 9 from the field and 1 of 7 from three. That's poor shooting for him and poor scoring in general. And then he had 1 rebound and a turnover, 3 personal fouls, and was a -1 and plus minus. Taylor Hendricks, 24 minutes, 17 points. He went 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 6 from three. He had 10 rebounds, and that was a double-double for him. He was able to hit his threes tonight, which was good. And then, of course, he was able to do some things in the paint, which he's capable of. He had 2 assists, 1 turnover, a steal, and 2 blocks. 2 blocks was actually the most on the team. He also had 5 offensive boards out of the 10. No personal foul, was a +5 and plus minus. Jemai ended up playing 31 minutes. He had 8 points. He didn't shoot the ball that good either. He finished 3 of 11 from the field and 1 of 4 from three and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Missed a lot of opportunities out there from the near the painted area and from the three, but he also was able to find his teammates with those 6 assists. They all got spacing out there. They all move without the basketball. They always cutting. They always trying to make plays defensively. So there's plenty of guys to find. You just got to be willing to move the ball when you see them. 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 offensive boards, 4 personal fouls, and a +5 and plus minus. 98 field goals for the Grizzlies, 93 for the Mavericks, 42% for them, 48% for the Mavericks, 29% from three for the Grizzlies, 34 for the Mavericks is the percentage they shot, and then 73% from the free throw line for the Grizzlies, 73% from the free throw line for the Grizzlies, 79 for the Mavericks. They shot 24 free throws. The Mavericks did 22 for the Grizzlies, 38 rebounds for the Grizzlies, 60 for the Mavericks. That was a really good way to keep them in the game and have a chance to win it because this game got a little close. And then 26 assists for the Grizzlies, 25 for the Mavericks. 10 turnovers for the Grizzlies, 19 for the Mavericks. That kept it close for the Grizzlies. They did have 10 steals and 5 blocks, while the Mavericks had 8 steals and 9 blocks, which was really good. 21 offensive rebounds for the Mavericks, only 14 for the Grizzlies, and 39 defensive rebounds for the Mavericks, which was good. Only 24 for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies did miss more shots from 3 and from the field goal and from the field and also from the free throw line. And then 18 personal fouls for the Grizzlies, 17 for the Mavericks. The Mavericks only took 2 more free throws than the Grizzlies, like I said before. So Mavericks, they just wanted to win. They just got tired of losing. Chris Middleton said, they're giving me the shots I like. I know what I can do. Let me just see what happens. I might as well let it fly. They're giving me the ball. They trust me with the ball. They're letting me play my game. So let me see what I can do. And Daniel Gafford was doing the same. I'm strong. I'm fast. I'm quick. They're not paying enough attention to me. All I got to do is go up and with a whole lot of confidence and try to finish as well as I can and just be in the right areas at the right time to be able to do so. And then, of course, they have some other guys that was able to make some plays and make some shots throughout the game to keep everything else going in a positive direction for them, for their team. And then the Memphis Grizzlies just couldn't score enough. They just couldn't make enough shots. They just couldn't get the stops when it was needed. And the Mavericks were able to get the win before the game was over. So they was happy about that. And they don't win much, but this was one that could have went either way. I could have seen either team winning. Kind of was playing out like that. But the Mavericks was the better team tonight, and that's all that mattered for them and their fan base. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace, and I'll see y'all later today with more analysis.